Hello, and welcome to another episode of 10 Minutes with TmFal. And on this episode, we're going to be talking about breakups are hard, even when they're necessary. And so this is Dr. Tfal, also of tfal&chi LLC. And we're going to be talking about breaking up with processed foods and added sugar. So just like with breakups, with relationships, with friends, with whatever kind of personal relationships, even when you know it's the right thing and the time is done and the relationship is over, they're hard because our body is used to habit. We crave consistency. We're comfortable in what we know. And sometimes, even when it's the right thing to do, it's hard. So think about added sugar, processed foods, right? You know they're bad. They make you feel tired, cranky, you're hungry, you're irritable, you're bloated, you gain weight. Really doesn't do anything for you on an energy level, on any level. And you know you need to, but the cravings are there and your body's comfortable with ingesting. So as you start a lifestyle where you're breaking up with added sugar and processed foods and incorporating veggies and fiber and more plant-based diet into your lifestyle, sometimes it's hard. So just like breaking up in relationships that do not serve you, breaking up with sugar is hard. And this is five things you need to understand that will help you on that journey. One, understand that breaking up with sugar or added processed food will take commitment. So you will have to say, this relationship is no longer serving me. When I eat these fast foods and processed foods and high sugar foods, added sugar foods, how do I feel after that? Leaves me depleted, lack of energy. So, one is understanding that it's going to take commitment to know this is over. Two is to know that some days are harder than others. So, some days you think like you've got it, you're good, you're able to walk past the office donut, the muffins, the drive throughs. And then some days those cravings hit you and you want to reach for something. Just like with breakups, some days are going to be bad, some days are going to be smooth sailing. Know that that's normal as your body is trying to form new habits. It takes a while for a new way to become your way of life. Understand those things, know your triggers, and figure out what you have around you when you start to feel that way and look at substitutes. Number three is to understand that nature abhors a vacuum. So just like with relationships, when there's a breakup and you're trying to figure out what next, or trying to stop yourself from going back into that dysfunctional relationship, whatever it was, is to know that you need to be doing something with yourself. So as you're breaking up with sugar, learning other things about what you can eat. What are healthy substitutes for those cravings? If you are craving sugar, if you're craving salt, what are some natural foods that do that? Understanding more about what you can do when you feel that way. Take a walk, drink some water, knowing that you can't just sit there and say, I'm not going to eat sugar, but what are you going to be doing? So knowing that you really need to be proactive about thinking about what you will be doing when those cravings hit, and knowing that putting those things in place help you. Knowing that when you get rid of all the processed foods and avoid the packaged snacks, that you put fruits in your kitchen. Make sure your island has fruits and veggies and things you can snack on so that you're not rushing out to the store to get something. So substitutes that are healthy. Four is you celebrate your wins and celebrate the ways in which you're feeling better. So the more days and weeks you're away from added sugar and processed foods, you start to feel better. And you need to acknowledge that and celebrate that so that when you have days where you may have a craving or see something, you know how you feel, you celebrate how you feel, you know where you came from and how much better you feel. Celebrate those wins, note them, mention them, congratulate yourself, because those are the things that will help you to not go back into the relationship with added sugar. And 5 is surround yourself with people who tell you the truth, who make you feel better, and who will also support you on this journey. So, just like with breakups, when you have people that are your trusted counsel, who will let you know that they're there to help you, to encourage you, to listen on those days when you feel like you want to go back into that relationship that wasn't serving you, that will tell you the truth, will celebrate your wins with you, and will be there to support you. And those are accountability partners. So as you're doing this, if you're part of a coaching group, if you're part of an accountability group, if you have friends, spouses, people that help you on that journey as you're living a healthier lifestyle away from sugar, added sugar, and processed foods, think about who's in your support system and how do you support each other on that journey. So, again, those are the 5 things as you break up with added sugar and processed foods and create a healthier lifestyle is to understand that habits take a while to break, old habits, and new things take a while to become your new habits. So, one, understanding it will take commitment to understand that that relationship is no longer serving you with added sugar and that you need to put changes in place. 2 is to know that some days will be harder than others, to acknowledge that and put things in place. 3 is to know that nature abhors a vacuum. So as you're learning to not eat those things, learn what are the substitutes and what you can eat and how to do that. 4 is to celebrate how much better you feel. So when your energy level gets better off sugar, your mental clarity is better, you're less bloated, you're less tired, you're less achy, you're less inflamed. Acknowledge that and celebrate that and think about how far you've come because that's going to be helpful. And 5 is to surround yourselves with people who will tell you the truth, who will work with you, support you, and continue to encourage you on this healthy lifestyle. So again, I'm part of tfal&chi LLC. We do wellness coaching. You can find us at www.tfal&chi.com if you're interested in personal coaching, and you can follow us at tfal&chi and just follow us on Instagram and Facebook to learn more about what we do and some of the tips we provide. So again, this was on breaking up with added and processed sugar and how that's similar to breaking up with any relationship that is no longer serving you. Understand that you can do this. Once you have the clarity, the commitment, the consistency, the confidence, and the compassion. So those 5 C's will serve you well. Again, it's been great. This is 10 Minutes with TmFal, and looking forward to talking to you soon. Take care.